Previously on Stonebraker Does Stuff. I traveled on the Kickapoo Rail Trail in the great state of Illinois, where right away I ran into a humongous turd, smelt some delicious barbecue cooking, took a fantastic thumbnail, unplanned off-road riding, lost a mirror, and damn near got ran over on a road going 30 miles per hour below the speed limit. All this to wind up at a Walmart. This is part 2 of Stonebraker Does Stuff Takes Illinois.
He's Stonebraker and he does stuff, yeah. Feel the hum of the wheels out there. Not perfect, but he dares to dream. Hit that subscribe, make that bell scream.
Well, we're heading back now, so see you later, Urbana, urban area. Let's get back on the Kickapoo Rail Trail. I think we were gonna make this into 2 videos, guys. So I kind of abruptly ended part 1. I'll make sure I put that in the title or anything like that. So if you're coming from part 1, this is gonna sound like I'm repeating myself because I am. But this is your first time. If you didn't see part 1, go back and watch part 1. I'll put a screen grab right there. But this trail is in east central Illinois. It will eventually, and God knows how long it'll take them, but it's eventually going to be 24.5 miles. It'll start about here, and it will go to another part of the trail that's already completed that I've ridden on quite a few times in Oakwood, Illinois. So that's the plan. They're doing it in parts. Unfortunately, I thought this part and the part that I started from in part 1, which is I thought it was like 6 miles, maybe 10 miles. I unfortunately thought that was all completed, and I was dead wrong. So we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do when we get to that point, how we're going to proceed. We're gonna try to find a different road. We're gonna just get back on the main highway. But this is it's a nice ride to have. Like I said in video 1, this would be a great ride in the summertime. When they get it all completed, this is one of those where you would go out early, maybe like a Saturday morning, go out, ride 24.5 miles, and then maybe stop a few places to get lunch, maybe ride back. You could get 50 miles. It would be pushing the battery, at least of the Basalt. I believe when I did my range test, I think I got 44 miles on it. So yeah, I don't know. I probably could have got a couple more. It would be cutting it close. If this was something I was to do, though, I would be sure that I either had 2 batteries for the bike I was going to be taking, or when I do get the longer range battery, which is going to happen, for sure we'll take something out like that. So speaking of the longer range battery, still debating about which bike to buy. I've probably still got 7 weeks till I'm going to be buying, maybe 8 weeks till I'm going to be purchasing a long range e-bike. So the way I research things, I'm either going to spend 5 minutes researching it, or I'm going to spend 5 weeks, which I've already spent quite a lot of time researching it. And that's why I've narrowed it down to the ones that I've talked about recently, the Victrip Titan and the Rattan. I think the Victrip is going to do it for me. I've seen a few videos of it, and the front fork I heard is terrible, but that's okay because I'm just riding paths like this. That 60 amp hour battery, that is so hard to pass up. There is absolutely no place that I would ride that if I wanted to go there, I couldn't ride the bike unless it's one of these trails that I've not been to. I mean, with the 60 amp hour battery, and you can see I very rarely throttle. I'll throttle sometimes when I'm starting from a stop position. Sometimes I'll throttle if I'm trying to get somewhere quicker, especially in colder weather, because your e-bike's not as powerful. It just is a little bit more clunky than what it is when you're riding in nice weather and warm weather. So sometimes I'll throttle, but if I get a 60 amp hour battery, there is absolutely no reason why I couldn't get at least, the way I ride, 100 miles. Every e-bike that I've ever owned, with the way I ride, which is probably right in the middle. You know, I don't go super fast. Like right now, I'm going 17.8 miles an hour. Strava says 16.3, and this is my happy spot. Now I could go 20, 25 nonstop pedaling, eat up more battery, but yeah, there is no reason why on any of those long range bikes I shouldn't be able to, especially on the 60 amp hour. I mean, I would suspect that I would at least get 120, right? Because every e-bike I've ever owned, I've gotten slightly over double the amp hour. Yeah, that opens up a whole world of options. Past these chicks again, or females, I should say. Hi. Hi. I think this is the dude on the electric up here we passed. But man, that is a cool cemetery. But I definitely dig all the research. I dig watching review videos. I go on Reddit, and I appreciate the people that are always so honest with their thoughts on it. And we're back to the part now where it's just kind of like it's not clayish, but like the road just is like dirty and clay. And my mock wheel, the tires and the rims are absolutely filthy. I've never had this bike dirty, ever. So I think when we get home today, it'll definitely be time to give it a little bit of a cleaning. I need to clean the rims for sure. I need to check the tire pressure too, because I had those flats randomly, and he couldn't find a hole. He thought it was just the tube. He said the tube was like junk. It just looked weird. So when I had him put on new tires, pretty much for no reason, he replaced the tube with one of his own he had, and then I put the flat out in it. So I'm kind of curious to see if the PSI, it was a little low after I rode it, 3 or 4 times, but only like 1 or 2 PSI. So nothing crazy. I think this dude's on a XP4. See if we can strike up a conversation. Ask him here. Is that an XP4?
I think it's the 2.0.
Okay.
I got it a couple years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
I like how it's all black.
Yeah,
So I've ridden all the trails around me, and I've gone to Oakwood a lot to ride this trail there.
Yeah.
And I know at one point this is going to be a big trail.
Waiting for them to finish.
So
yeah.
I didn't know that, so I went to Oakwood or Ogden, and I started at Ogden where it ends.
Yeah.
And I rode to Ogden. I thought I can ride it from Ogden to St. Joe, and I didn't know some of the trail wasn't finished.
Right, yeah.
So
it's
like,
right in the middle,
yeah,
too,
oh my God. So I was on the highway and stuff, and then luckily when I got to St. Joe, it was easy from St. Joe to here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I didn't expect that. I lost one of my mirrors because I got the mirrors. I lost this mirror. I was riding in the middle of a field.
Dang.
Yeah, it
rough,
was good times though.
Yeah. It'll be cool when it's finished, though.
Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, we've got in Covington. We've got a trail. It's a circle trail.
Okay.
And they just finished it and made it a big circle. It's about 7 miles, and it's all paved, and it's right along the Wabash. So yeah, it's I've just ridden it so many times that any time I get a chance to go somewhere else, I'm always all about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Have you been to what is it, Steinem Woods up here by in Rantoul? They have a real long paved trail that then goes into some prairie trails, but they're all like mowed grass. They're pretty easy to ride.
Okay, so.
Really long trail network up there, yeah.
So about a year ago, because I've got an app, it tells you all the trails. It said Rantoul had one, so I went to Rantoul and I tried to find it, and then I was trying to ask someone a question, and the dude was just a dickhead.
Yeah.
So I'm like, these are bad signs. I'm leaving. So maybe that's where I was going to. I couldn't really find it, but it's nice to know there's something out there.
Yeah. Okay.
If you ever get bored, my YouTube channel is Stonebraker Does Stuff. Yeah. So all I do literally is just 90% of my videos are just me in Covington riding that same stupid circle trail,
Yeah.
which I love it, but like I really get a lot of joy when I can go to other places. I'll let you get back to the ride. I just saw you, and like I saw you at Walmart, you were getting out, and I was like, I thought it was electric, but I couldn't tell if what model that was. I've always liked them. I know the customer service is fantastic. My cousin, he had a couple of the original ones, and that's kind of what got me started. He bought 2 e-bikes, and he's like, hey, I got these e-bikes. You want to go out and try one? I'm like, I guess. And I fell in love with it. It's just so cool to. And the first one I ever bought was also a folding, so I could put it in my Jeep and just take it wherever. So
that's what it was too for me. I had been eyeing them for a while. I had a little scooter I liked cruising around on paved spots, but it wasn't really the same. And then I seen it was like a Labor Day sale or something. I got this 700.
Oh yeah.
Folding, I could fit it in my little Chevy Bolt.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was it. And I love it. I go here, St. Joe and back. And
Yep.
It's a nice little.
It is.
An hour, but it's a nice long ride.
Yeah. If you ever have like a free day, check out the trail in Covington. 5 minutes from Danville, the Danville exit. Just take the first exit there, and it's a whole. They just completed it. It's a whole circle. I'll let you get back to your ride, man. But yeah, if you get a chance, it's Stonebraker does stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
Stonebraker does stuff. Covington and Greencastle.
Yeah,
Right,
you'll see. There's videos on them. You'll see all of them. It's literally me just talking to myself, so like a crazy guy. But
Right on.
all right, man. I'll let you get on with your ride.
All right.
Yeah. See ya. All right, so that was a nice dude. We talked about e-bikes for a little bit. I gave him some of the trails that I've ridden on, and he gave me a couple that he knows somewhat local. So nice guy. If I gave him the channel, if he sees this, it was nice to meet you. Hit that subscribe button if you see this, because I am in a silent battle against an old guy in Florida that has no idea I'm battling him for subs, and he is kicking my ass. At least he was. I'll put his updated count right there. He's probably still kicking my ass. So this week, I read something about possible like record highs. Now we're not talking like 80 and 90, but I'm pretty sure there's like 50s and 60s. So I will for sure make time after work to make a video. What the hell we're gonna talk about, I have no idea. Maybe I'll think of a topic or whatever. But I'll try to get a video. I wanna ride though, for sure, off camera one day this week. Just go out with some music and kind of relax, because I do enjoy doing that, and I have not had the pleasure to do that recently, because any nice weather day, I'm out here trying to get a ride in for the YouTube viewing audience. About 22 minutes in this video. For me, probably for you guys, I probably got it down to like 8 or 9, because I'm going to cut a lot of that conversation out. And nice little yield here. And just for a good time, let's get another thumbnail. We'll get one this way this time. That there's nobody around here. And is that good? Is that good? Let's see if we get low. Hi. I feel like I've been recording for like 18 days. I really do. I feel like I've been out here for like 6 or 7 hours. I know I haven't, but I've got to have a lot of footage. So definitely gonna break this up into 2 videos. I'm gonna post this probably during the week, actually. I'll edit this. I'll edit both these videos later in the week, and then we'll go ahead and post them. We'll do part 1, and then this will be part 2. Part 2 should be a little less chaotic now that I know what I'm doing. I do want to figure out, though, if there's a easier way for me to get to Ogden from this town without having to go on that big road again. There's got to be another way. I would love to just take my e-bike, put it on my bike rack, and just drive somewhere like completely new where I know nothing, and just go through all these small towns. Like, I know this, obviously. I know what it is. Now, I couldn't tell you a lot about it, but, you know, it'd be cool just to like take a week off and just say, hey, I'm gonna go to Kentucky, look for a bike path in Kentucky, and then just explore everything brand new. That's what's so cool about these rail trails. In Indiana, I know Indiana's got a lot of them, and they're trying to get more. But Kentucky, I've read a lot about Kentucky too, so yeah, it'd be nice. I think one day, maybe this summer, I may take a few days off of work and just go somewhere where there's some trails and just go through small towns, places I've never been, and just see new things. Like, I think I just saw that dog take a leak on that pole right there. So kudos to the dog. I'm gonna ask this lady a question. Can I ask you a question? Is there a way to get from here to Ogden without having to go on the main road? Okay, because I was on this trail and I'm not from here. So I started in Ogden thinking it was straight away from here. Yeah, I had to go the big road. Okay, that makes me feel better. At least I know. So,
We all wish.
Aren't they're supposed to eventually, right?
Yes, it was supposed to be worked on last year.
Okay.
And then it got postponed. I think funding.
I think so.
They're
Okay.
trying to figure out how to cross the railroad tracks safely.
Okay. Yeah, I've ridden Oakwood so many times, and like I see where it ends there, and I just thought it was from Oakwood to Ogden, but yeah, I guess it's from here to Ogden too.
There's the gap. There's that little gap done in Ogden, and you can see where they cleared it last year over the bridge by the Oakwood High School.
Yeah, I rode it. Yeah, I thought that I rode it a little bit, and I was like, and then I was riding. I'm like, there's no way this is the, they're not.
Did you ride a little bit out here by 150?
Yeah, I did. I rode from Ogden to a little bit along 150, and then I realized that, wait a minute, this isn't finished. So then I got on 150, right above the train tracks. So, okay.
Yeah, they cleared it all last March, from here all the way to Oakwood, and then they never paved it.
That's so weird.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's like a waste of money because they're gonna have to go back and get the brush. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, good luck
Yeah,
to
well,
you.
thank you. Thanks for the information. Cute dogs, by the way. She wasn't too bad looking either. So, random lady I just talked to, if you randomly come across my YouTube channel, hit subscribe. Leave a comment with a little heart emoji. I'll message you back, and then we can find true love. This is the only way to get to Ogden. It is much busier now than what it was when I was out here earlier ago. I'm gonna wait for this car over here too and play it safe. All right, so here's this person. So let's go here now, just to get off the road. And is this town not like something you'd see in a Disney movie? Isn't this like a Disney preteen movie setting, like a hockey team like Mighty Ducks? Isn't this where you could see like the Mighty Ducks? That's a big dog. Hi. When you get all these nice houses, dogs out, people hanging out. All right, so let's take a right here. Man, this is like legit. Like, I feel like I'm in Pleasantville. You ever seen the movie Pleasantville? I feel like I'm in Pleasantville. Like, seriously, like, just nice houses. I've not seen one bad house. All kinds of people outside. I smell barbecue. Dogs everywhere. Kids out there playing basketball. Me getting lost, probably gonna get ran over. All right, four-way stop. Let's all go. People out on their Harleys. I don't think that's a Harley. I think that dude's too cheap to get a Harley. Let's go straight. Yeah, so I didn't know. Look, she's out there messing with her plants. She's outside. This is almost giving me like the heebie-jeebies. Like, look, people there, like, definitely in Pleasantville. This even kind of gives me like Truman Show vibes. All right, do we take a right here or is it up ahead? Let's wait. Yeah, definitely getting the heebie-jeebies now. I guess nice houses and people enjoying nice weather is enough to give me the heebie-jeebies. God. Dude, this is a Disney movie. I can see it now, like, wife and husband, been married for 20 years. They have a 12-year-old son that's always been a straight A student. He moved to this town and everybody didn't like him because he was a straight A student. He didn't play sports. But the town doesn't know that, lo and behold, he's a star athlete. He's just missing home. So he's in the gym one day and all of a sudden they throw a basketball at him trying to be rude and he sinks a three-point shot with his eyes closed. Next thing you know, I'm getting chased by a dog. No, next thing you know, he is a star, beloved athlete, takes his team to state. 2 weeks before his big game, he breaks his ankle. I mean, I can see that Disney movie right now. It's called The New Kid. It's probably already out there. I feel like that's the plot of every Disney movie ever, but tell me this does not look like the location of such movie. No, this sucks. I'm lost. I guess we gotta go the other way. These people gotta be like, who's this random dude on an electric bike that just keeps doing rounds around our town? And I think we go left right here, maybe. This would be, like I said earlier, this would be a great place to take a picture of a thumbnail. I said that in the first video. I think it to the point in the video right now where I'm gonna get back on the big road. I'm gonna try not to get ran over. I don't want to get a leg amputated, anything like that. All right, here we go. So I think this is probably going to be like 4 miles. And we're going to bump it up to, we are in pedal assist 5, by the way. Oh yeah, we're getting kind of low on battery too. So that kind of tells you a little bit how colder weather and throttling a little bit more than what I normally do affects the battery range just a bit. So I've never really fully understood the battery range indicator on the Basalt 2.0. Because like right now it's red, but I think if I go slower, it goes bigger, like it's green. So I don't know necessarily how it works. I probably need to learn that one day. Yeah, I definitely have St. Joseph, Illinois envy. I feel like that is the place that I would go to if I was married, made 115 to 135K a year, had a wife that had an Etsy business where, you know, she made 25, 30K a year just on the side. But she did a lot of stuff with the school, so that was okay. And you know, we had 2 kids. We had a boy. Let's just for random, let's call the boy Waylon. And then, you know, of course, we got to have a girl. Let's call her Josephine. So I feel like that's the scenario that I would be in to live in a town like that. Be out mowing my grass every 5 days. Just pass me, people, please. I can't be the only person out of town that tries to ride this path not knowing it's not completed. right? I mean, I would think so. I'm gonna go back on that path a bit just to see if we can find the lost smear. So first video, if you guys didn't see it, I thought this was the path right here, and it was just like they've cleared it out, but it's definitely not it's not completed. But I rode it for about a mile and I didn't want to ride it anymore. It was getting pretty bad. So I ended up losing my front mirror somewhere in this range, but I think right here at the left, maybe, is where I stopped. I gave up on trying to ride this path. And let's see if we can find our mirror. Yeah, see what I'm talking about, guys? Yeah, I did like all this just thinking it was part of the trail. I mean, I knew it wasn't, but I'm like, I can't get on that busy road, right? I have no other way. And I'm doing this while I'm throttling using my battery, which is already pretty low. All right, let's pedal a little bit. All right, guys, I'm not gonna make you sit through my slow time bike mirror mission retrieval, mission impossible. Oh man, that was a big log. Let's speed ahead. If I see it, you'll know. If not, next time you see me, I'll be off of this crap. So cross your fingers to see what happens next. I found it. Ha! There you are. Are you cracked? No. I knew it. As John Cena says, never give up, folks. This is a life lesson. If you're ever on an e-bike and you lose it, never give up. Fight through it. I'm going to fight through the rest of this. We'll be back on the trail. All right, we are just about to the end. Now, this obviously is not my preferred way to ride an e-bike, and the mock wheel is not made for something like that, but with these 26 by 4 inch tires, it can handle it, so it handled it just fine. No issues, except, yeah, it's just not, don't do it. Overall though, so just under 12 miles, gained a lot of knowledge today, so came out here thinking we're gonna do like 10 miles tops. Yeah, right. So, discovered a lot of things. I discovered the trail is not complete. I discovered a hot blonde on a bench with 2 cute dogs. Some dude, I gave him my YouTube channel. Is he gonna subscribe or not? Who knows? But I did find out though that the actual part of the trail that is complete is not bad. I just wish it was all like this. I don't think I understand why part of it is like the clay, soft gravel stuff. I don't get why it's not all going to be like this. Maybe it is. Maybe when it's completed, it'll be all like this. But a new trail to ride, you can't beat that. Spend a whole Sunday out here, can't beat that. Yeah, it was a good day. I've had a lot of fun today. I learned a lot of stuff. Hopefully you guys have stayed with me. You never know what's going to happen in these videos, especially with me. And there's a freaking dog that's probably going to attack me. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. If you watched part 1, thank you for watching that. If you've watched part 2, thank you for watching this. Super dirty. Look at that. Look at that dirt. That is a muddy e-bike. So learned a lot on these rides. I had fun. I look forward to everything being completed. And if I come back out here next time, I'll know for sure not to start in Ogden. We'll start in St. Joe. But thank you guys for spending your time helping me waste my time. I'm going to load up the bike, and I'll see you in the next one.